In a world increasingly fueled by the power of artificial intelligence, or AI, India stands on the cusp of great momentum. Built on the aspirations of Indian enterprises and resolve of Indian policy measures, the coming decade, and in fact the coming week, is set to firmly integrate AI into the fabric of India's economy and society, to the extent that India is expected to lead the world in both creating and using AI in nearly all aspects of modern life. The week we focus this week deep into the systemic acceptance of AI across the country, and we quantify India's leap into an AI-dominated future. This is NDTV Focus on AI and India.
Sovereignty in the 21st century is not just about political individuality, but about digital independence. Around the physical world and digital, achieving AI sovereignty has become national imperatives. The future of humans and prosperity of nations hang in balance. At stake is the development of intelligence and the growing prowess of thinking machines. Marching forward on still nascent pathways, it is evident that whosoever controls the maximum number of AI models and develops indigenous LLMs will control the emerging world. Global AI power for now seemingly remains concentrated in the US and China, with India going all out to change the status quo. AI in the world of artificial bias can be as silly as human ones. Low-end, free-to-use, accessible to all, AI platforms often deliver standard or stereotypical responses. An image creation prompt for Indians might produce exaggerated traditional attire, specific religious symbols, or even very cliched skin tones. Machine biases reflect the data they are trained on. Ironically, the dominance of Western perspectives cloud deliverance, as does technical limitations in understanding cultural diversity. Though facing the formidable challenge of developing indigenous large language models, or LLMs, capable of competing with these global giants, Indian AI companies are fast overtaking set standards. Enter Sarvam. In May 2025, Sarvam AI launched its large language module that powers chatbots and virtual assistants, translating from English into Indian languages, transcribing Indian languages from voice to text, and vice versa. Sarvam AI has drawn praise for its understanding of the cultural context and local datasets, something that is of vital importance to a diverse society like India.
For all of us in tech, that's the real paradigm shift. India is known as this big consumer of tech and AI. So from consuming AI to building AI which is tuned for our reality, India's version of things, I think that's the big shift.
Faced with the challenge of developing indigenous LLMs capable of competing with global giants, Sarvam is but one of the modules supported by the Indian AI mission in its efforts to make India an AI superpower. Estimates are that over the next decade, the adoption of artificial intelligence across sectors is expected to add around $20 trillion to the global economy. A combination of a large STEM workforce, expanding R&D ecosystem, and growing digital and technology capabilities positions India to potentially capture 10 to 15% of this global AI value addition. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna praised the Indian government's efforts to build a domestic AI ecosystem.
It actually comes down to the word independence or sovereignty. I think you would call it Viksit Bharat. When something is so important that is going to be used for the next many decades, it could be incredibly expensive, or perhaps it's not in your control if you get it from outside, then you must have capability within the country. Because I believe that small models are catching up to the capability of large models for perhaps 95% of all that you do. So how do you encourage that ecosystem, be it the underlying semiconductors, be it the model building, and actually most importantly, which the world doesn't worry about yet, the usage applications, which is where I think the breakthrough will come for India locally.
I present the budget for the year 2026-2027. Several innovative ideas were shared.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced during Budget 2026 that India will provide a tax holiday till 2047 to any foreign company using data centers built in the country. Google has already announced that it will invest $15 billion in an AI data center project in Andhra Pradesh, while Microsoft and Amazon have poured billions into data centers in India. At a press conference at the 3D Experience World event in Houston, USA, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said, "Look at the Internet of India. The amount of jobs that it has created upstream as well as downstream as a result of the Internet. Incredible. Same thing. Artificial intelligence can do exactly the same thing." In 2025, India became one of the largest users of AI in the world. ChatGPT and Perplexity usage in India was among the highest in the world. AI in India is already penetrating increasingly diverse and novel aspects of digital lives. Smart AI cameras and real-time detection systems are in place, identifying movement of wild animals approaching village boundaries. Unlike conventional CCTV, these cameras do not just record, they understand. Trained on Indian wildlife and terrain, the system classifies species, tracks movements, and sends automated alerts to forest officials and villagers within seconds. This early warning system gives communities time to react, forest teams time to respond, and animals a safe route back into protected zones. What once took hours now happens in moments. This is not imported technology adapted for India. It is AI built in India for Indian realities.
When you think about a deployment in a hostile environment, if I can use that word, I have to reduce my power consumption. I cannot be running on a full grid system every time. I have very limited data accessibility. It's not a complete 4G network that you put everything on cloud and analyze. I have to have redundancies built into the system because system can't go down when the tiger comes in or elephant comes in, and so on. So those were critical factors which I see the technology bridge those gaps in last couple of years with very powerful embedded systems coming up, AI algorithms becoming powerful as well as very efficient. Now in next 4 years, the depth of AI, the impact of AI would be touched even by the last person sitting on the most remotest village of our country, which would be in form of service deliveries, which would be in form of access to credit, to which would be in form of access to government services, even anything. So that would be there. And there are a lot of state governments that have already taken steps in that direction.
Artificial intelligence is the ability of machines to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. An AI learns to recognize patterns, and over time, it begins to reason, to make decisions, and communicate just as humans do. AI models improve as they are fed more data. The more information they consume, the more accurate and human-like they become in their responses. An AI trained on vast amounts of diverse data can perform better and understand more nuances. Take, for example, an Indian AI that works on vast Indian databases to spot vulnerability in child safety. This AI-powered child protection platform analyzes nationwide social, geographic, and digital signals to generate early warning insights at a scale no human system could ever manage alone. For decades, the response to child marriage and trafficking was reactive, intervening only after a crime had already occurred. But AI is fast changing all of that.
AI has two roles, right? We see it also as one of the potential big forces that can cause undeniable harm to children, with the whole generation of child sexual exploitative and abuse material that we have seen. But at the same time, used constructively, used as a social good, used with the values of trust, collaboration, and with the right intent, it has the potential to predict a response mechanism, give actionable intelligence. We're using that in child marriages, mapping all the religious points in a village, and this is work that we are rolling out in more than 400 districts.
The World Economic Forum says that of the 170 million new jobs projected to be created this decade, the rise of AI-powered tools may actually threaten to automate as many roles as it creates. The loss in human resource would be particularly high in white-collar, entry-level roles. The World Economic Forum's 2025 Future of Jobs report also provided a silver lining to the otherwise negative mood. The report projected that 77% of companies plan to retrain or upskill their workforce to work alongside AI. In recent years, India has taken several steps to strengthen its AI ecosystem, from expanding national compute capacity to 34,000 GPUs in 2025 to introducing production-linked incentive schemes for semiconductor manufacturing and broadening internet access to over 1 billion users.
The way the entire AI model scenario is today changing, we must focus on the innovative pieces, the engineering innovation which can give us a leverage over the huge capital which is required in the conventional ways of training AI models. So we must use that as our strength, and that is what we are doing in the 6 models which are getting developed. 2 of the models will be of the 120 billion parameter order, and I think this will provide us a good base where the models are not biased the way the Western models are. They are trained on Indian languages, Indian context, and they have the same technical strength which, let's say, any other bigger model in the world would have.
Globally, though, India is still considered an AI middle power, along with countries such as France and the United Kingdom. USA and China are the benchmark, currently employing 70% of the world's top machine learning researchers. Between them, they command 90% of global computing power and attract the vast majority of AI investment. There are 3 principal challenges that India, like other middle power AI countries, face. AI capabilities are subject to the whims of policymakers in Washington and Beijing. Impact of AI's disruptive effects like job losses and AI-enhanced cybercrime, and the lack of policy tools necessary to shape AI's development. While India cannot control the whims of Washington and Beijing policymakers, it is tackling the remaining challenges on a war footing. To check AI deepfakes, India has now put in place a strict 3-hour deadline for social media platforms to take down AI-generated or deepfake content once it is flagged by the government or ordered by court.
गृह मंत्रालय ने साइबर क्राइम के खिलाफ बहुत समय पहले ही एक रणनीति अपनाई है, जिसमें साइबर अपराधों की रियल टाइम रिपोर्टिंग, फोरेंसिक प्रयोगशाला का नेटवर्क, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट, साइबर जागरूकता समाज के बीच में ले जाना और साइबर स्पेस की साइबर हाइजीन उसको सुनिश्चित करना। और अब इस सब के बीच में समन्वय कर हमने एक, जिसमें सीबीआई भी होगी, एनआईए भी होगी, आरबीआई भी होगा, सभी लोग मिलकर एक सुरक्षित तंत्र बनाने का प्रयास हमने करना पड़ेगा।
Artificial intelligence startups in India are already growing at an unprecedented rate, pushing innovation in healthcare, finance, education, agriculture, logistics, and climate technology. Many of the Indian startups are building India-first solutions that is geared to catering to Indian needs. A Across industries, Indian enterprises are demonstrating how AI can deliver measurable returns. According to Ernst Young's AI Outlook for 2026, scaled deployments are already reshaping how businesses operate, engage customers, and drive growth. Banks have AI-powered assistants across its customer, employee, and branch networks. Giants in the FMCG sector are using AI to generate retailer ads and analyze shelf availability, capabilities that are directly helping improve sales execution and retail visibility, turning AI into a frontline growth driver. Core manufacturing companies are implementing predictive maintenance using generative AI combined with autonomous agents. Indian telecom companies are leveraging AI for real-time network optimization and customer experience management. Artificial intelligence is being actively used to block spam calls and SMSs. Across sectors, Indian companies are demonstrating that disciplined strategy and execution can translate AI implementation into real return on investments. Artificial intelligence in India is no longer a distant promise, but a present reality with the potential of reshaping economy and enterprise. As the future gets powered by a 24/7 workforce, infinitely scalable and always learning, Indian AI continues to build on the promise of prowess. A promise from now till the end of time, of augmented machine intelligence racing to overtake human intelligence in a not too distant future.